A very happy Saturday to everybody. I know that this is kind of unusual for me to do one here. I'm recording this super early. Everybody is asleep. And this is technically the third time I've tried to record this because I'm good at sound checks before the live now and forgot to sound check myself before recording. So tons of stuff, little wedding, actually a lot of wedding, a little bit of news here and there, Blood of My Blood and Outlander. There's a lot, so let's just get started. Just for the fun of it, let's start with a picture of Richard having, well, he's having a good day. Roger Mack, not so much. This is Point Blank 1959 sharing poor Roger getting ready to be hanged. Don Lucas Dividani is the original poster, I think, on this. But yeah, we got poor Richard. Okay, so it's not this episode that's so rotten. It's the one after where they're showing everything in like the old timey silent movie style. That was so fantastically done, but it's still really hard to watch. I mean, I enjoyed a good singing too, and once upon a time I got into an accident that involved me getting hit right here in the throat. I couldn't talk for like 6 months, so this whole part I could really relate to, because it's really complicated and difficult trying to get your voice back when you've lost it for a physical trauma. Yeah, he did a fantastic job, and yeah, really hard to watch for me because I used to be able to sing and couldn't do that anymore. So I could relate so much to his story. It was, yeah, tough. All right, more stuff, happy stuff, good stuff. Because Blood of My Blood, as we know, is coming to San Diego Comic-Con. We didn't know exactly who was going to be on the panels for Blood of My Blood or Outlander, and now we've got both, so stay tuned here. We're going to start with Blood of My Blood here. Jamie Roy, Harry Slater, Jeremy Irvine, Hermione Corfield, I love her name, and yet I always have trouble saying it, Rory Alexander, Sam Retford, Seamus McLean, Ross, and Matthew Roberts, as well as Meryl Davis. All these folks going to come talk about Blood of My Blood. Meryl Davis and Matthew Roberts very busy on these panels because they're also going to be appearing on the Outlander panel with Sam, Sophie, and Richard. Yay, we knew they were going to have a panel. We just didn't know who was going to be able to show up. And considering what we think about the New York Comic-Con and the unlikelihood of getting Sam to that one, this is very cool. So if you've got your San Diego Comic-Con tickets and you love Outlander, you gotta go check this out. Take lots of pictures and send them to me so I can share them with everybody else because we want to see what happens. We want to know. So, all right, great news there. And although this is very much a Richard Rankin wedding video, Diarmaid just decided to throw himself in there too. No, he and his new wife also got married. We've got this from He and Her Just Married, Part 1, a quiet I do in one of our favorite places before the big celebration to come. Officially, Mr. and Mrs. Murtagh. I love it. I love it. I love it. And these are in reverse because, like I said, I already recorded this whole video with no sound. So we're going to watch these in reverse. Lots of pictures here where they celebrate Mr. and Mrs. Murtagh. And it looks like a little family gathering, civil ceremony, which I have a lot of respect for a civil ceremony. My sister married me and my husband here in this house in our family room on Halloween. It was a very simple ceremony. We were all dressed up in our Halloween costumes. I was Mother Nature. My husband was a commando, so it was a little odd as far as the pairing goes, but everyone was dressed in costumes. My sister was a classic villain, like the black and white silent movie villain. She had the black mustache and the black cape. So I was married to my combat husband by a villain, which is just a weird way to go, but we enjoyed it and it was memorable. And they have a beautiful, this is lovely. I really like this. Simple. She's comfortable. She didn't have to put on the 900 pounds of wedding dress. So I'm all for that. Myself, I had one dress and it was very simple. So I have a great appreciation for the simple weddings. Very cool. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Diarmaid Murtagh. I've got more, of course, because there was another wedding. Outlander Forever shares this bunch of photos as our friends are heading off to go celebrate Mr. Rankin's wedding. It says congratulations to Sammy Russell and Richard Rankin on their wedding. Credit to Izzy and Lauren and Joey for taking the pictures and sharing them, and we can see them being a little goofy here behind the scenes. Got a couple of slideshow collages, whatever, of pictures coming up. So there will be some repeats, but we get some originals in between there. Worth watching these as we go, because the group photo. Who doesn't love a group photo? Brilliantly, Balf shares this. Katrina, husband Tony, and the Outlander gang at Richard Rankin and Sammy Russell's wedding. And although Sammy isn't in this picture, we do have Katrina and Tony, Richard and Sam, and then Lauren and John, and then Caitlin and Joey, and finally Izzy there at the end. Everybody looks so pretty, dressed up and nice, and ooh, it's all fancy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm not easily impressed, right? No, I am easily impressed, but this is fantastic. And continuing with the fantastic. So this, I mean, he looks fantastic. I was going to say, has he ever looked better? But that's difficult to choose. There's a lot of great pictures of Sam out there. He looks so handsome. Oh my gosh. I saw this and it just caught my eye immediately. Head to toe. Looks fantastic. Love the boots. Love the socks. Love the kilt. Love the bow tie. Oh, he looks so good. You say what you want to about the haircut, but he pulls this look off with no problem at all. See, this is from Sam Hune's Instagram. It says, huge thanks to Vix Pikes Ray for the cracking outfit. Never felt so dapper. I can't say it, but he looks fantastic. Cannot complain in the slightest about this look. There's the I'm going to guess the tailor herself who made it all possible. And he's pleased with the look himself. That's the most important thing. When you dress to look good and you look in the mirror and you think, damn, I look good. That means more than the outfit himself, or the outfit itself, I should say. The confidence always makes you look better. So that's why I fake confidence here. So I look. Danny Booby shares this one. This one is a good one, and it's a crack up. Okay, so it's a repost from Instagram, Sam Hune's marriage of Richard Rankin. Okay, so it's the wrong theme tune in that video. Why? Because, and I can't play it for you, but they're walking around the wedding and the quartet, not the quartet, but the orchestra that's been hired to play for Richard's ceremony is playing a theme song from Game of Thrones. So it's the wrong tune. I couldn't play it without getting seriously dinged on here. They're walking through and it's the Game of Thrones. Da 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 da. Yeah, you know which one. It's the wrong show, folks. Okay, anywho, so they're having fun with it. Richard spinning his new bride around here. Bella, Outlander fan, shares the Outlander clan at Richard Rankin's wedding, and it is another collage of images, fireworks spinning. You saw a beautiful dress there. Is the spinning thing a Scottish wedding thing? Because no one picked me up and spun me around in circles at either of my weddings. I feel left out now. Why? Why not? I got more though, and a lovely happy photo here. Brilliantly Balv sharing. Love these people. Katrina with John Bell and Keith Fleming at Richard Rankin's and Sammy Russell's wedding. We get the theme. We get that. Look how happy and cheery. John always has this fantastic smile. Katrina's looks like she's kind of goofing, and so does Keith, to be honest. Ooh, we're gonna make little faces at the camera. And back to the fireworks, so we could see them going off a little bit. Another collage slideshow of images here. Again, I said there are gonna be some repeats, but there's some originals that'll pop up in here from time to time, and it was worth going through them. But I don't know that this one is one of those that has any other pictures. Again, the spinning. Tell me, is that a Scottish thing? And if so, why did I need to go to Scotland and renew my vows or something? I want to spin. There's the fireworks. Great time. Fantastic. A little bit of news here. That was Richard Rankin's wedding. He is now married because I've shown you. He was married before. Anyway, BBC Press official shares this one. It is awesome. It is official. Rebus is returning with Richard Rankin's reprising the role of the titular detective Sergeant on the BBC series. 2 will explore the links between violent criminals involved in the drug trade in Edinburgh and the professional bourgeois world of law and finance, where the police sometimes fear to tread. Alrighty, so we get an idea of what the next season is going to be about. Don't forget, you can always go back and rewatch the season 1 to kind of catch yourself up and familiarize yourself with where that ended. So, yeah, awesome. Very cool. Rich is just full of good news this week, right? Yes. And a couple of little pictures just for the heck of it before we end this video and we get on with the rest of our weekend. Sophie Skelton shares an English girl in New York. And we've got her here. She's shopping. She's got her bag, dressed for comfort. Lovely little outfit. I'm liking those pants. I love some like good cargo pants, loose, some pockets. You need pockets. Pockets are required. Are you with me, women? This is a lovely image. I hope she had some fun. I think she did. I think she wouldn't share the picture unless she was having some fun. And Graham's back at it. If you'd like to combine Scottish storytelling, delicious wine, and luxurious floating accommodations, look no further. Join me next June 2026 on a rather fabulous Avalon waterway cruise along the River Rhone in the south of France. I can only promise a fabulous floating time, sipping cocktails, and diving deep into some incredible history. I think we heard him announce this earlier, but this is just like a reminder in case you don't know what to do next summer. He's got a suggestion. Let's listen and see what he has to say.
Greetings from the south of France. Yes, that is where I am, hence the outrageous hat. I didn't pick this hat, but it was convenient and it does the job. So the thing about the south of France is that I'm going to be here again next year in June of 2026 when I'm traveling up the Rhone, in style, in a beautiful ship with Avalon Waterways, on which I will be doing the storyteller cruise again. Now this time we're going to be going through some rather wonderful places like Arles and Avignon. Oh yes, there will be wine, there may be kilts, and there will be stories. Some of them will be true. So please join me if you can. Go to the link below, June 2026. All I can promise you is you won't regret it.
Some of them will be true. Such a snarky pain in the butt, isn't he? A little warm there. That's kind of how I feel all the time. It's just warm and humid and all the time. Anywho, so if you have time and want to do that, there we go. A little time with Graham and some history. That sounds kind of fun. Let's do that. All right, couple more pictures here. Tom Kitchen shares, it's always special to welcome members of the Outlander family to the restaurant. Great to see you, Karen and team. John Hunter Bell, Charles Vandervaart, Outlander stars, and the kitchen. So that's very cool. They all stopped by for a little something to eat, got a little drink. Whew, I want to see the meals. The meals always look very interesting to me. And we didn't get to see the meal, so that's all right. We got water and looks like maybe some champagne. I hope they enjoyed themselves immensely. Tom Kitchen, you gotta go check him out if we ever get to a Michelin stars and all. My goodness. And another one here with John Bell because he has a photo of himself. And look, little Rolo's down here at the bottom. I love this. I want this. Outlander Online says John Bell reunited with a cardboard cutout version of young Ian and Rollo in Boone, North Carolina today. This is 10 hours ago, probably yesterday, 10 hours ago. So that's just sweet. That's so cool. I want this cardboard cutout. I don't know what I would do with it, but I want it. It's just so fun with Rollo on there. I never even thought that they would just put Rollo right in there, but duh, of course. If you're going to have a young Ian cutout, Rollo must be involved. All right, my fabulous and fantastic friends from far away. That's all the F's I've got for that. I hope you got something good about this. Again, sorry for the day delay, but I wanted to make sure I got as many of those images in one video as I could. Otherwise, I'm just sharing one or two every other day. So I waited today so we get as much Richard Rankin wedding fun as we could, plus a little bit of other stuff. Don't forget, we now know who's going to be on our panels at San Diego Comic-Con. And just some good news here for Richard, too, because Rebus getting picked up. Oh, boy. I don't know, between Lauren Lyle, Karen Peary, and Richard Rankin doing Rebus, I'm loving the fact that they're all going towards, mystery solving shows. I love a good detective story, so this is fantastic, for me personally. Hope it's okay for you too, by the way. But that is all I've got for our video today. Monday, I will be back at it. I am sure there will be more content, so make sure you join me then. But if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you hated every moment of it and yet you're still here, well, you should at least give me a thumbs down and then comment below and tell me how awful it was and what made you stay anyway. Thank you so much to my members for your continued support. As always, I really do appreciate every bit. You know what a big deal it was for me to get a vehicle this year, and I'm still trying to get some things done on it, including pay the taxes as well as some minor repairs. But the vehicle is in good working order, and I really appreciate everybody who has been a member and those of you who donated directly to the GoFundMe to make sure that I could get my vehicle. That GoFundMe is open until September. As I said, I'm still trying to get some minor repairs done and the taxes paid. So if you have not assisted and you think time is out, no, it isn't. I could still use some help, and every donation that is added to the pot from here on is worth a $5 entry into my next raffle, but I don't know what it's going to be. So just letting you know that I'm working on it, got some ideas, doing some thinking, but I do appreciate all of the support everyone has given, whether you have come and watched, whether you've shared the videos, because every single bit that this channel has made has gone towards trying to achieve that dream. So very, very, very much thank you so much. Now, to everybody, if you did not get enough Outlander information, well, you should probably go check out the other videos on this channel, because there's a few. And there's always more information to be shared and given about Outlander, or the crew, the story, the characters, everybody. So please do check those out below. And no matter what video you choose, I'll see you there.